What is up, my fellow veterans and active duty service members? My name is Luis Renteria with Loan Depot, and nothing makes me happier than educating you, my fellow veterans, on the VA home loan because this is a benefit that we have earned. And today, in this course, I'm going to tell you all about it. In this course, you're going to learn about the benefits of the VA home loan program, the qualification requirements, the eligibility requirements, the paperwork needed, and how you can save thousands of dollars when buying your home. So let me stop talking about what you're going to learn today, put my BCGs on, and jump right into it by telling you a little bit about myself. I served in the Marines from 1996 to 2004 as an 0481 logistics Marine. And seriously, I love the Marine Corps. I don't know why I got out. Long story short, I did. In 2005, I got into the lending industry, and I've been doing that since. I've helped hundreds of veterans with their VA home loan benefits. And over time, I've learned a thing or two about this amazing benefit. And today, I'm here to help you understand what you can do with this benefit that you have earned. All right, listen up, because in this period of instructions, your terminal learning objectives will be to demonstrate the ability to. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do it in that tone. That would be horrible, wouldn't it? On a serious note, we are going to talk about the benefits of the VA loan, what they are. VA 101, common questions, the certificate of eligibility. Actually, let me take off my BCGs because this part is important. The certificate of eligibility is probably the most important document that we need to pull because we got to make sure that you're eligible. Even if you qualify, you have the income, you have the assets, you have all of that. If you're not eligible, there's no point, right? We need to fix that part first. And that's where a lot of other lenders get hung up. Okay. So we're going to address that up front. I'm going to show you how to apply and then what to expect. Fellow veterans, before we jump into the details, I want to remind you that this VA home loan benefit is something that you have earned. You were the one that signed on that line, which was dotted, payable with and up to your life. So this is not a charity case. This is not a freebie. This is something that you have earned. And don't let anybody sway you from this benefit. Don't let other lenders say, no, you should go FHA or you should go conventional, because most of the time they don't understand, which is why they're pulling you away from this wonderful benefit. What makes a VA home loan so special? For one, it's 100% financing, meaning zero down. Two, no mortgage insurance. Three, VA has by far the lowest rates in the market. Number four, there are no loan limits. You can buy a $3 million home with zero down as long as you have the income. Number five, easiest loan to qualify for, the most relaxed underwriting guidelines in the market. Number six, the EARL, interest rate reduction refinance loan. Once you have a VA loan and the rates drop, you can refinance it just to bring down the rate. No appraisal is required and no income verification is required. Number six or seven, cash out refi. You can pull out cash out from your home, use that money for upgrades, for whatever you want. It's your money. VA 101, credit. Credit is how you repay your obligations. And while the VA does not have a minimum FICO score requirement, there's still some things that we need to look out for, such as bankruptcies, foreclosures, short sales, repossessions, and other derogatory items on a credit report. The ideal FICO score would be 620 and above. But we are able to make exceptions and go as low as 520 FICO score, depending on the circumstance. VA 101, income. The VA has some of the most relaxed underwriting guidelines when it comes to income. VA allows for W-2 income, business income, and even your service-connected disability income can be used, and even grossed up 25%. Unfortunately, your GI Bill income is not allowed since it's not considered stable. VA is looking for stability, so a 2-year employment history is required. However, the VA does allow for time spent in school in lieu of employment history. Also, if you have an offer letter with a start date, the base income can be used as qualifying income as long as you start within 60 days of closing. Now, this works great for relocations. VA 101, the property. So, what can you buy using your VA home loan benefits? Well, let me just be clear. You cannot buy this right here because the property needs to be safe, sound, and sanitary. And this right here doesn't look like it's safe, sound, or sanitary. The following are the property types that you can purchase using your VA home loan benefits. Number one, and right at the top, is a standard single family residence. Number two is a condo or a condominium. These are a little tricky. You've got to make sure that they are on the VA approved list. If they are not, if the complex is not on the approved list, then we need to request additional documentation from the HOA and get it approved through the VA. Number three is a townhouse. Townhouse is very similar to a single family residence, but there is additional documentation required due to the HOA. Number four is a manufactured home, sort of like a mobile home, must be fixed on a permanent foundation. And number five, you cannot buy raw land. VA 101 assets. Now, the VA does allow for 100% financing or zero down payment. However, you still need to be prepared for some of the cost associated with the purchase. For instance, you have earnest money deposit, which is typically 1% of the purchase price. So, on a $500,000 purchase, you're looking at $5,000 to put down and place in escrow. There's a deposit that tells the seller that you are not just kicking the tires, you're serious about making this offer. Then you also have closing costs, which are about 1 to 2%, and you need to be prepared for those in case a seller is not offering concessions to cover those. Also, depending on the market, you may not need a $5,000 deposit on this $500,000 purchase. Maybe $1,000 will be enough. It all depends on the market. And for source of funds, you can use your personal savings, retirement, gift from family, or gift from family like person, like your war buddy. The following are some of the top questions on VA loans that I receive on a daily basis. Question number one: is there a loan limit to the VA home loan? The short answer is no. As of 2020, the Department of Veteran Affairs removed the loan limits for VA loans. This means that eligible veterans, service members, and survivors with full entitlement can borrow as much as their lender will approve them based on their income and credit. Very important. And they will not have to put a down payment. Now, you can buy a $4 million home as long as you have the income for it without having to put a down payment. Now, if you already used up your entitlement and you're using bonus entitlement, which gets a little complicated, then you would need to come in with a down payment. Question number two: does a service connected disability affect the VA home loan? The answer is yes, it can positively impact your VA loan. If you have a service connected disability, you might be exempt from the VA funding fee, which can save you thousands of dollars. Question number three: can I use my VA loan more than once? And the answer is yes, you can. If you've paid off your previous VA loan or have remaining entitlement, you can reuse your benefit to buy another home, even if you've defaulted in the past. You might still be eligible. Question number four. This is the popular one. Does the VA loan benefit expire? The answer to the question is no, it does not expire. Your VA loan benefit does not expire ever. It's a lifetime benefit. So, as long as you have your certificate of eligibility, you can use your VA loan benefit at any point in your life. And this is whether you used it before or if it's your first time. This benefit is available to you for lifetime. So, if you're a veteran or active duty service member or a reservist, this powerful home buying tool is there for you whenever you are ready for it. And finally, question number five: can I have multiple active VA loans? And the answer is yes, you can, but with some conditions. The VA allows for a second VA loan if you have remaining entitlement, or sometimes called bonus entitlement, and meet certain criteria. I want to clear up some common misconceptions about the VA home loan. Starting with number one: are VA loans expensive? Absolutely not. VA loans typically come with very competitive interest rates and don't require private mortgage insurance, which can save you a lot of money over time. Number two, are appraisals difficult on VA loans? The answer is no, they are not. VA appraisals are very thorough, but they're designed to ensure that the property is, remember, safe, sound, and sanitary for you and your family. Number three, do reservists qualify? Absolutely. Yes, of course they do. Reservists and National Guard members with sufficient service points are eligible for VA loans. I can help you with all of that stuff. It gets a little complicated. So I've been there, I've done that. I know how to help. And finally, do VA loans take longer to close? No, they absolutely do not. VA loans can close just as quickly as conventional loans and often within 14 days. That's because we do a lot of the work up front. All right, listen up because if you haven't been paying attention prior to this, it's all right. I forgive you. But this part, it's important. Okay. So actually, it's so important. I'm going to take off my BCGs because I'm going to now talk about the certificate of eligibility. What is a certificate of eligibility? Well, in the simplest terms, it is a document that confirms your benefits. And in this video, we're going to review a COE. We start in the upper left-hand corner with the name of the veteran. Make sure it is correct. If there's a discrepancy, reach out to the veteran and ask if they had another name. This needs to be addressed up front. Remember the 5 Ps. Next, check the last 4 of the social and make sure that matches. Next field is the entitlement code. Here is a list of all the codes and their meaning. Not crucial, but good to know. Next field is the branch of service. Not crucial, but good to know. Next field is the funding fee. Here you will see if the veteran is exempt from the funding fee or if he needs to pay the full funding fee. In this case, this veteran is exempt and has a monthly award, meaning they are service connected and have a disability rating. Next section provides prior loans charged to the entitlement. In this case, there are none. Next, confirm that the veteran's basic entitlement is $36,000 and the total entitlement charged to previous loans is 0. In this case, the veteran is eligible. Remember, the VA does not have a loan limit when you have a full entitlement. If it is anything other than $36,000 or 0, more information is required to determine eligibility. Doesn't mean the veteran is not eligible, but there's more work to be done. You will need to plug in some figures into a bonus entitlement calculator to determine the max purchase price and the required down payment. Next and final section is the funding fee. In this case, the veteran is exempt from the funding fee and has a service-connected compensation of $3,738 per month. This part is important because you can gross up this number by 25%. In this case, $4,672.50 would be the effective income used to qualify. And that just about does it on this video. Remember, you can get a lot of valuable information from this form and should be the first step after taking the loan application. I am big on the 6 Ps. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. I know that was only 5. The 6th one I'm going to leave out for this video because you know why. Anyways, when using your VA loan to buy a home, proper preparation starts with the COE or the Certificate of Eligibility. Now, this certificate is required for all VA transactions, and you can get it yourself by logging into the ebenefits.va.gov website using your DS logins. It can get a little complicated, or you can just let me know and I can order it for you free of charge, making the process even easier for you. Keep in mind, if any corrections are needed, it can take up to 20 days. So that's why it's important to get it up front. And that's where a lot of other lenders make the mistakes. They wait until you're in contract to pull the certificate of eligibility. And if there's any issues, now you're 20 days behind schedule. And then what if you have a 14-day close of escrow? It's not going to happen and it turns into a nightmare. So get to it and then we're going to hurry up and wait. So what's next? Well, the next step is to get pre-approved and see where you stand and what you qualify for. For this, I'm going to need a few documents from you. To start, I'm going to need 1 month worth of paychecks or your LES forms. Number 2, your W-2s for the last 2 years. Number 3, 2 months worth of bank statements. Number four is going to be a valid government issue ID. Now, if you're a veteran and you're self employed, I'm going to need your tax returns for the last 2 years. And lastly, be prepared for us to pull your credit. This really helps us get a clear picture of your eligibility and ensures that we can find the best loan option for you. And remember, as a fellow Marine Corps veteran, I understand the importance of having a place to call home, and that is why I will work hard to make sure it happens. In terms of timeline, if you're looking to buy within the next 1 to 3 months, it's crucial you start the pre-approval process like now, like immediately, like yesterday, because this is going to ensure that you're ready to make an offer as soon as you find the right home. If your goal is to buy within the next 3 to 6 months, well, now would be a good time to get your finances in order and begin the pre-approval process. I mean, this is going to give us a ton of time to address any potential issues that may come up and strengthen your application by submitting it to an underwriter for full approval. And for those of you planning to buy in 6 to 12 months or longer, we should just establish a monthly communication just to steadily prepare. This is going to ensure that we have a smooth and stress-free process along the way once you're ready to purchase. So if you're 1 to 3 months, like, let's go. It's going to be a little fast, a little stressful, but it's okay. Anything over three months, let's just get in contact and start the process. Remember the 5 P's, all right, or 6 P's, whatever. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. And that's the key to a successful home buying experience. I know, the 6P, like, come on, I can't say it. Inappropriate, unprofessional, right? All right, next step is to fill out my loan questionnaire. You can do that by going to www.luisrenteria.com. Once I receive your information, I'll personally review it and get back and in touch with you to discuss your goals, review your options, and let you know how much you qualify for. I'm here to make the process as smooth and easy as possible every step of the way. And on that note, that is all I have on this video. And I just want to take a moment and say, you're welcome for my service. Hashtag humble. I'm just kidding. That was horrible, but I hope this information was helpful. And thank you all for your service. And please share this workshop with any other fellow veterans because hashtag veterans helping veterans, right? Talk to you all soon.